don't have to do your intro. Unless you don't want to.
Where were we? Silent voice?
No. Voice. That's where
we have to redo it, don't we?
We gotta redo it.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely the 10th and first cut of this episode.
All right, this is definitely the first time.
Wait. Welcome back, everybody, to the 10th episode of Save. Can't believe we're done 10 of these. Save it for the podcast.
We're actually listening to them.
I can't believe it. My name is Jack. You want to know where we're at? We're at that backyard pool, joined together with my brothers, my boys from another Moise, Jeremy and Roy. Wheedled at the fat, Mitch and Joe. You're done for. Brought to you by noises, background noises from my dog who wants to come outside, then wants to come inside. So she's just going to stay inside. We got a good bull, guys. We got a good Q-tip bull.
Yesterday was a good bull.
The Footman returns to theaters with his 9th movie, Quentin Taratino. We saw it.
There was a lot of feet.
There was a lot of feet. We're going to get to that. We're also going to get to a Quentin Tarantino retrospective today. You're probably very excited for that, Jeremy. He's your favorite filmmaker of all time.
Yes, he is.
Definitely one of my, and probably one of ours too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I hate that I've vibed every single movie so far, and I don't like that. I'm trying to find a reason to dislike something,
and you can't.
And I can't. I can't do it.
Yep.
I fucking can't do it.
We'll get to
Maybe
that.
Death Proof.
I don't know. I think he might. Well, we'll get to that.
He's a hate Death Proof.
We'll get to that. We're going to start off with probably quicker bull with A Man Escaped. The movie club. Didn't get a chance to watch it because I had some stuff going on this week. Had to do some college stuff for my school, college orientation.
What a fucking loser.
I know. I have it downloaded. That way I can watch it when I go on vacation next week. It's on the list. I'm going to read to you guys. Boys, what'd you think of Man Escape? Give me your fresh thoughts. I haven't heard them before.
Oh, yeah. Fresh, off the press, off the oven. What did you even say?
Off the hot plate.
Off the hot plate.
Oh,
yeah. I loved it. I love A Man Escaped. It's really great. But I loved how fresh it was to see.
I love how fresh these words. Okay, you know what? We fucked up.
I can't do it.
Hold
on. It was suspenseful. I loved it all. You knew the ending because he's narrating the entire movie, and even then, you're still you're so entranced by the film. You're so entranced by these black and white colors. You're so entranced by the main lead, the main actor. The dude was awesome.
Oh yeah,
he was
fantastic.
awesome. I want to see more of that guy's movies if he's in more movies. But,
he's probably dead.
But,
right.
So you guys said masterpiece on it.
Masterpiece, easily.
Would you guys own it?
Probably.
Yeah, I probably would.
Okay. Cool.
It's not
like a necessary.
Not if we were to go back.
It's if I'm like.
It's not on the top, but maybe November sale.
It's if I have a bunch of money and a bunch of room left, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
I got you. That's definitely one that I was telling them before we fucked up that I saw Bresson's last movie first, and it's masterpiece. It's astounding. It's called L'Argente, which translates to money, and it's all about a forged $5 bill, I guess, but France, and how it fucks up this one dude's life.
Interesting.
So I've seen that, and I've seen Balthazar, the donkey movie, and I've seen Diary of a Country Priest, which is that's one of the most dour movies ever made. So I'm really excited to kind of check out something that's got more energy to it from him. Not to say those.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's trying to be energetic, but you feel energetic.
Yeah.
You
feel the suspense.
You feel like you're in there with them. You're in the prison cell with them. Mm-hmm. You feel that paranoia, that pain. He's gonna get caught. Oh, he's gonna get caught right here. Oh man, he's gonna get caught right here.
But then you're wait,
keep doing this.
You're like, I know how this ends.
Yeah, but you keep forgetting that.
Yep.
You keep forgetting that.
Reassuring myself it's okay. It's okay. He's gonna escape.
But maybe something's gonna happen.
There's new hurdles he has to. Oh, it's so good. I don't know. It's so good.
I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah.
So, and then Roy sentenced. So you guys gave it a 5.
Yeah,
5.
I'm sure I'd probably give it at least a 4. Probably. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy and I were sentenced Silent Voice. We watched it. Wasn't a big fan of this one, but I see why Roy loves it. I'm not going to really talk about it just because let's get someone who enjoyed it,
This might be my favorite anime that I've seen so far. I've only seen a handful of them at this point, but
makes me so happy.
Second to your name, right?
No, Ghost in the Shell remake.
I'm gonna kill you.
But yeah, Silent Voice, loved it. Loved this movie. The characters are like just
Characters.
yeah, they're characters.
Good. Yeah.
Good podcast, guys. Cut it.
What I liked about it is that it was definitely raw. You know what I mean? Like it's very honest. Just couldn't keep my attention some of the time.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's 2 hours and long. Either you're gonna be focused or you're not. And because I thought you guys were into anime so much, you're not gonna be too much attention to the anime. It's like an actual anime playing out. So that's why I was like, it's a modern anime. This is your first time experiencing.
I liked it. I would watch it again with you guys. It's just out of like Grave of the Fireflies and Akira, the ones.
Again, those are classics.
Yeah.
Though. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like
you gave us a taste of.
This isn't like I would consider this not a modern classic, but a new modern like good anime around this time.
Gotcha.
Frame. That's why I was like, kind of wish I had something in the middle to recommend you guys, but there really wasn't anything movie wise. So, yeah, but I'm glad at least you guys watch it so you understand like how it is now, like modern wise.
I totally see why you like it. It's like it's a very personal movie. I can definitely see that.
I've never seen any other personal movie besides this that got me. Besides Good Will Hunting.
A Man Escaped.
And A Man Escaped. I totally understand. No, Jeremy, you can relate to A Man Escaped. You're incarcerated twice.
Yeah,
3 times.
4 times.
And if I ever go to 7-Eleven again, 5 times.
We'll talk about that.
That's a different
Never.
story.
Never.
That's a different story. 7-Eleven story, different story.
Would you own it?
Yeah, I probably own it, yeah.
Would you already own it and own it again?
If there was a 4K, I definitely would buy it.
You heard that here.
Buy it.
G kids.
So, ironic. I mean, it's kind of a bad thing, but like, not a lot of people know this, and I don't think people care, our listeners care. But the animation studio behind the anime, actually, like, there's some tragic stuff going on there. Someone burned down the building, and like 34 employees died during that accident. And
this happened this week.
It happened this week. It happened while I sentenced it. This anime movie.
It's your fault.
So, yeah, it's my fault probably.
Damn, that's
like,
brutal.
It hurts a lot. I'm still not over it because it's not only is like the best corporation, it's like the best studio because they treat their employees with respect.
Yeah.
Unlike any other studio in Japan or unlike any other corporation anywhere, they actually like treat their employees with respect. They give them good pay. They give them like a good like time frame to work out.
Yeah, work on projects.
The fact that this happened over there is kind of like it was very tragic. So I might have to rewatch it and might give like a sincere like reason why I love this company, why I love anime, why I love anime.
Yeah.
So that's to look forward to. But it sucks. I don't know if they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back from this. Maybe in a few years. I don't know.
But it'll be a while for their next.
I mean, how would you feel?
Yeah.
Coming back to work, knowing that you liked some guy or girl
and now they're dead.
Yeah. Jesus.
Not fun.
That.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to happier notes. So what's your rating on the Sad Boys?
5.
Give it a 3.
I have it at 4.5. I had it at 4.5 when I first watched it, and then like I just kept on thinking about it more, and I was up to the 5.
Like I love how it's like a kind of a normal story. It's not really too fantastical, but it takes advantage of being an anime. So it takes advantage of like all these colors, all these shots, all these like metaphors going on, like the big X's on people's faces.
Yeah, that was.
And then at the
one of
end,
my favorite parts.
when all the X's peel off, and he starts to get motivation, and he starts to like not feel. He understands what he has now is he has it good, and then the end of the light of the tunnel, and him just crying, breaking down. That like, wow, I can't believe. Like, I totally understand that. I understood all of that. Like, that's like.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time I see that ending, I cry all the goddamn time. I can't get over it. I know what happens. Just talking about it makes me teary eyed.
Just can't help it.
It's good. It's just I just understand all of it on like a personal level, and I understand all of it on like a technical level too, and everything. So it's just great. It's just a great anime. I just think it's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, and the animation's just top notch.
I mean, what could we say?
So 3 is 5.
Yeah. 3, but I'm willing to give it a rewatch. Okay. Jeremy, it's your week. Wait, hold on, Mitch. What are you sentencing us? Secretariat 3 and 7. Okay, cool.
Oh, Joe, what are you sending those? It's your turn, right?
Oh, Thor Ragnarok again? Okay, cool.
Money Joe Young 5.
What are you
The return of Bill Paxton.
Don't tease them. They might do it.
How can he return if he's dead?
That's why it's
They
fun.
might do it.
No one laughed. Except us.
Yeah. And Bill Paxton.
Did I ever show you that video where the dude from Dexter won the Emmy for like Best Actor, and he comes up, he comes up, and Bill Paxton was nominated in the same category, and he's wearing like a rag because he was going through chemo. Michael C. Hall, that's his name, and then they immediately cut to Bill Paxton, and he says, "Playing the cancer card." I'll have to show it to you.
No, you saw.
I think you did show us.
Yeah.
Shown us that, yeah.
That's hilarious. That's so fucking hilarious.
Jeremy, what do we got?
So should we movie club first or sentencing first?
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
I'd say movie club first.
Movie club.
Sends the audience.
So
what are they gonna watch?
I had some choices of what I couldn't decide what I wanted to do.
Oh boy.
But I ultimately decided that we're gonna do the Criterion Pool.
Ooh.
So past like month, I think, about a month and a half. I don't know how long it's been. We've been indulging in the Criterion sale, buying a bunch of Crities. I wanted to buy 3. I bought like 10,
12.
12.
13, 15, 20.
Yeah.
You just get lost in that.
I get lost because
there's so many interesting movies.
And like, yeah, I mean, it's nice owning it. You know?
Yeah.
Like especially like something like Blue Velvet and Eraserhead, like the nicer.
Yeah.
And there's some really nice special features.
And the box sets.
Oh yeah. Yep. So we've all been indulging in this Criterion sale. So I figure, you know what, we're nearing the end of the sale. It's probably the last time that we're going, right?
I would assume so, unless something happens where we just have the itch to do it.
Yeah. So to honor this sale, my sentencing movie club will be all Criterions this week.
Ooh.
So for the movie club, I'm gonna be picking a movie that I have not bought. I did not buy it, but every time I see it, I'm like, I might get this.
Oh, I know what it is.
I think I know too.
Directed by the same guy who directed my first movie club, Michael Haneke.
Where are you writing it down? I already know what it is.
We're watching Code Unknown.
Where can we find this?
You can rent it on Amazon. That's all I know for now.
I will do that. Adding that to my list for the vacation.
Code Unknown, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't really know anything about it.
Could be bad.
Could be horrible, but I mean, got good ratings. So, and it's Michael Haneke. So.
Yeah. I like that. I like it. Do you know what's it about or anything?
No, nothing about it.
Okay.
All right. So what are you sentencing
Right.
Joe and Roy?
Mitch, you're watching Mulholland Drive.
He's not gonna watch
He
it.
doesn't deserve
He's
that.
not
I'm
gonna
not
watch it.
But whatever.
Yeah, Mitch.
You should make him
listen
watch
to the podcast, Mitch. You're sentenced Mulholland Drive.
You should make him watch
Idiot.
Twin Peaks Fire Walk with me without having watched the series.
You only know Joe Sloan or that season what's it
Oh,
called?
Joe Schmo season 2?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's what you're sentenced,
Yeah,
buddy.
it's not Criterion, so. And
You're
then-
missing that.
No, I found it.
Oh, thank God. Did you find Dracula? 3D and Django?
No.
Oh, they're dead. They're gone.
Just I don't know where it's in that box. It's in that box, I think.
Okay.
But I remember.
In the process of moving, Jeremy lost 2 movies. So
A whole bunch, and then we
Well,
found
he
them.
lost a whole
we
bunch.
thought, but then I looked in the box and found it. And Joe, I don't care what you say. I'm forcing you to watch it because I own it and I live in your house now. Antichrist.
You gotta watch that with him.
I'm watching. Oh yeah, I'm excited to rewatch it actually.
Give it a 5.
Fuck.
Maybe.
Well,
You're watching Antichrist.
we lost a good one. Sorry, Joe. We lost a good one.
It's a good
Hey,
movie.
it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I remember you and I were talking when I reviewed it, and you're like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy it." And it was the first one you bought.
It was. It would have been Funny Games if they had it there, but since I had to order it.
You're like, Antichrist cool.
Antichrist pool.
All right,
It's a
what
good movie.
do we got?
I brought you 2 movies I sent to you. Hey, right. You like longer movies?
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm trying to think. What? Okay, go on.
I like
Like-
long movies.
You like? I don't even know what to say. You're watching Stalker.
Yes. There we go.
Good
I
luck.
don't know what to say for that.
Love
You like watching the best movie ever made?
You like watching the best movie ever made? Yeah.
He's gonna hate it. No, I think.
You talking about he described most of it to me, and I'm like, this is my movie. It's absolutely my kind of movie.
I hope. Yeah, it's.
And then we gotta find a book somewhere, and then we gotta play all the games.
We gotta play the games.
Kyle's played.
We gotta make Stalker 2 where the Goodfellas.
Where
Henry Hill ends up in the zone.
And Jack.
God, what am I
watching? I just watched today.
Oh, Jesus.
And it may or may not be a masterpiece.
Oh.
So we get that double Haneke bowl.
Oh my God. I like
This movie, I didn't know anything about it. That's a wow.
It's a masterpiece.
Wow.
That's a masterpiece.
All right.
That's a wow. I love that reaction.
I will watch this. Probably tomorrow.
Probably never.
Well, since I have the Blu-ray, I'll probably watch it before I go on vacation. That way, I can focus on like Code Unknown and Man Escaped. All right, I'm gonna go heel to my dog real quick. See what that cage is whining about. You guys want to talk about a movie? You guys, what'd you think of Piano Teacher? Tell everybody.
This, first of all, the movie kind of like all the music in the movie is all classical music. First of all, I love that. I love me some classical music.
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't know anything about this movie. Go on this movie blind. I'm not even gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna say that there are. It's hard to watch at points. That's all I'll say. But it's in a good way. It's in a good way.
I don't know what you mean by that, but all right, I like it. That's one. I had that on my watch list. I have a lot of Michael Haneke movies on my watch list.
This movie, like, there were points in the movie where I was like, "This is one of the best movies I've ever seen." It's God. I mean, I can't. I don't want to say too much about it. It's just
next time.
The two leads are fantastic. Like two of the best performances.
Is it better than Funny Games?
It might be better than Funny Games, but favorite-wise, I still pick Funny Games. But
I understand.
there are moments in this movie where I was thinking, this is like one of the best movies I've seen. Like best made movies.
So it's a 5.
It's a 5, easy 5.
I like that.
All the music is classical music too.
I like that.
A lot of Schubert and some Beethoven mixed in there.
Overrated.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep this, and you're never gonna get it back.
probably. Also, it took me forever to get all the sticker residue off of there because it didn't come out cleanly.
It pissed you off.
Yeah.
Made you angry.
Yeah.
Do you turn to the Hulk?
No, I turned into Tarkovsky.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Depressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want my credits having sticker residue on it.
Well, then buy them new.
No.
Yeah, I think you're gonna love it.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
I think I will. Not. I love Isabelle Huppert though, man. She's really great.
Is that the main actress?
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Okay.
And
Believe it when I say it, big guy.
the mom from Funny Games is in that movie too.
All right. Okay. I'm excited. You gonna watch?
It's hard to watch at points though, but in a good way.
Are you gonna watch the trilogy?
I might do that.
I like that. So I think I have movie club and shit like that next week. So I'll try to come up with something. Hopefully I'll be back in town, like sometime before.
If you're not,
I'll text it to you guys, or if you guys want to hold off until.
we can just skip your movie club and go to Mitch and Joe if they're here, and if they're not here, then I'll just go again.
Well, I'm thinking I'll probably be back at around like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And Rachel worked on
Friday?
next Friday, so I unpack 7 o'clock. I can just come. I can pick him up, and we can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, we can bowl. Do you guys want to Tarantino now? Just hop right into it.
Right to it.
Okay. So we made it a mission to try to watch every Tarantino movie together.
Nope.
We watched 3 of them together, and then we watched most of them. At least Jeremy and I watched most of them separately. Man, what can be said? Talk about him, man. He's your favorite.
Are we just gonna start by like Reservoir Dogs?
No, just tell me what you think of him as a person. Like,
what I love about his movies is like he doesn't give a shit. He just does what he bulls. He's a buller. He's just bulling when he's making movies, and I love watching movies when you can tell that the person making the movie is having fun the whole time, and you can tell that they love making movies. They're not just trying to get a paycheck.
You're not trying to get like an Oscar or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're bullying, making movies because that's what they love.
Because it's his passion.
Because you can tell when a filmmaker is passionate about movies.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody, I don't know if there's any filmmaker I've seen that's more passionate about movies than Tarantino.
Scorsese, man.
Scorsese and Tarantino, they're two favorite, and that's the biggest reason why. And like, I'm a sucker for good writing in movies too, and Tarantino is one of the best writers, like movie writers.
Maybe one of the best writers.
One of the best writers in general. That's why I'm really hoping that if he stops making movies, at least he writes novels or writes screenplays. Or
You're gonna buy books that you're not gonna watch.
Yeah, I'll buy books.
Or wait, buy.
And then I'll.
What the fuck?
Then I'll sell them.
All right, so first up, Jesus, hold on. All right, so we're only doing movies that he wrote and he directed. So there can be movies that he wrote. There's movies that he wrote that he didn't direct, but we'll talk about those too. First up, 1987, a short film, My Best Friend's Birthday.
I haven't seen it.
You didn't watch it? It's 30 minutes, dude.
No, I forgot.
It's horrible. So bad.
It looks pretty bad.
Horrendous. Tarantino looks like he
Remember where you guys started.
Hey, he could be Frankenstein. Like, he looks like he's Frankenstein. 1992, hot off the presses, his first feature-length film, Reservoir Dogs. Joe.
My 10th favorite movie of all time.
Maybe not.
At the moment, it is.
Mr. Pink.
I mean, I love this movie. There was a point in time.
This was your favorite movie, wasn't it?
No. There was a point in time where I was thinking if I watched this movie enough, it could surpass Pulp Fiction, become my favorite.
That's
movie.
what it was.
It never has, because every time I watch Pulp Fiction, I get reminded of why that's better and why I love that.
Yeah.
More than any other movie ever. But yeah, Reservoir Dogs is fantastic. Like, I mean, I love the different perspective on a heist movie. Where you're not.
This is not during the heist.
You don't see it.
No.
You see the aftermath of it and some before it. All the performances. That's not a great thing about Tarantino movies. Just about all the performances. Maybe a few here and there. Usually
played by Tarantino.
Played by him himself. But all the performances here are great. Mr. Blonde was one of my favorite characters in the movies. Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink.
Joe.
Mr. Brown, one of the best characters ever written.
Isn't that Tarantino?
It's Tarantino.
Hey, why am I Mr. Pink?
Mr. Brown sounds a little too much like Mr. Shit.
Even though it doesn't.
Stupid mustache.
The little soul patch?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think that movie's really important for independent movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it kind of changed the way you can do movies on a low budget, and just get a couple guys together. You don't need to move too much, and it's all there for you.
Yeah, you don't. There's not a lot of action wise going on. It's a lot of dialogue.
Yep. This is the first one I ever watched. I remember walking in on my parents watching the ear scene and just being terrified, and then rewatching it the night after, the night they went to bed that night, and I was just enamored by it. It's incredible. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, masterpiece for me too. I love this movie.
1993, a movie he didn't direct, but he wrote, True Romance.
I haven't seen this in a very long time, so I don't remember. But I remember liking it a lot, though.
I don't remember.
I remember liking it. I don't remember much about it, really.
Yeah, pretty boring, in my opinion. I want to rewatch it, but I just don't care for it too much. I think it's okay.
You think it's more so due to Tarantino not writing well, or maybe directed?
Directed.
It wasn't directed very well.
It doesn't feel. If it was a Tarantino movie, I think it would have been better.
Okay.
But it's a Tony Scott movie, and he's great. But his style of filmmaking, and then Quentin Tarantino's writing just doesn't mesh for me.
Understandable. I can't really comment too much because I haven't seen it probably 7 or 8 years. So
you should watch it. We should watch it.
Yeah.
You have the DVD, don't you?
No, I got rid of it because I was going to get the.
Even though the Blu-ray's out of print.
Yeah, and it's all busted. The DVD case was all busted. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it again.
I like that.
You very well could buy it on Disc Replay. They have the DVD there in the case.
Well, you're right.
Dickies.
Right now?
Yeah.
1994. 2 movies. Pulp Fiction is one of them.
Well, was there one 4 Rooms?
Nope.
No, 4 Rooms was 2000s, right?
Oh, Natural Born Killers? Yeah.
We'll get to that.
I
But
haven't seen that one.
we're not going to talk about Pulp Fiction. One of our all-time favorite movies.
My all-time
Your favorite.
movie.
And you love it.
It's masterpiece. It's perfect.
What could be?
What we said that hasn't been said?
We
That
talk.
haven't said.
We talk about. I think that every weekend.
There's literally there's nothing wrong with this. If I ever meet someone that says that there's something wrong with it and they give like a half-ass reason, I'm just like, it's not your cup of tea, I guess. It's not the movie's fault. It's bad. It's just
Yours.
It's your fault.
it's your fault
For being a dumb dog.
for being dumb. It's
Honestly.
your fault for like not. It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
It's a matter of like personality. But the movie, I feel like it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that movie.
I agree.
I cannot think of any other, of his movies. There's no other movie ever where talking is more interesting. Like just listening.
Especially in that
to people
movie.
talking is more
Yeah,
interesting.
this
You
is
can like just
heavy
listen.
dialogue.
I could just listen to that movie and not even watch it and
Yeah.
be just as entertained. And that's
Yeah.
probably the only movie that I can really think of where that'd be the case.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
Yeah.
And then he wrote the story for. He didn't write the script. He wrote the story for Natural Born Killers, which is a movie I've seen, and it's chaos. It's so good. It's
I
insane.
don't think I've seen that
It
movie.
looks really good.
Woody Harrelson is doing something in this movie that's disturbing and hilarious. Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic in it. It's funny but shocking.
Yeah. Which what I would expect.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Sounds
of
good.
movies like
Sounds
that.
really good.
4 Rooms, 1995. He did a short film with that. I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that one either.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of that. To be honest, I remember seeing something. I remember seeing Tim Roth in the stupid ghetto. So
From what I've heard, his part in it was the only decent part of the movie. The other segments of it, not so much.
You should sentence us that. That would be a movie you would sentence.
alright, guys. Today we send y'all 4 Rooms.
1996, a movie he wrote but didn't direct. The last one on this list, I believe. From Dusk Till Dawn.
I don't remember this movie.
I hate this movie.
I like the first half of the movie.
First half of the movie's great, but then the second half is so atrocious.
Everything once the vampires get revealed, and it becomes like a shootout.
And then they
second
kill
half,
Footface.
They kill Footface. From that moment on, it's kind of just I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Harvey Keitel's great in it, and
Quentin Tarantino is horribly bad.
he's horribly great. He's horrible,
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
but it's
awful.
entertaining.
He's awful.
It's entertaining. But yeah,
Jackie Brown. Rewatch for Jeremy and I.
first time watch
for
for
me.
Boy.
Masterpiece.
I don't know what you guys thought. I don't know what you guys thought the first time around.
Well,
I thought it was
we were
fucking
younger.
great.
We were younger.
We were really young.
Oh yeah,
And
that
it
makes
was-
sense. Makes sense.
And
Yeah.
this is a movie about aging.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not to say that we're old, but
We understand more of that concept
yes.
now.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. I love it.
Yeah. The first 3 we talked about. We had the old separate Tarantino talk, so it's kind of like we're just rehashing what we said. So, Max Cherry still might be the best character you ever wrote.
I don't know about that anymore.
I still prefer Ordell Roby, but Max Cherry, I have no arguments against that, really.
Yeah, no, yeah.
If someone picks Max Cherry as their favorites.
Yeah.
It's just it's a perfect movie.
Baby. Especially the soundtrack.
One of the best soundtracks. I mean, I don't think he has a bad soundtrack in any of his movies.
Nobody has a masterpiece of a soundtrack that's coming up in about 6 movies. We'll get to that. 2003, 2004, his 4th movie, Kill Bill. This is the one that I didn't get the chance to rewatch, so my opinion of it still is unchanged.
We're never gonna watch Kill Bill.
It's on my list.
No, I'm gonna have to watch it because I love
I'm
this
gonna
movie.
watch it too. Actually, me too. I love this movie. This is probably my first. This actually is my first Tarantino movie that I've been
Actually,
exposed to.
technically yes, because technically I watched the first volume when I was like a young kid with my mom. I distinctly remember. The only thing I remember about the whole movie was her closing my eyes when Go-Go gets killed and like shows like her eyes with like blood coming out. It's the only part of the movie I remember from like watching it when I was a kid.
You should have covered your eyes with more movies. You wouldn't be as fucked up as you are now.
God,
I can't really comment on it. I saw the part 2 a couple years ago when you lent me the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it then. I've seen part 1 so many times I didn't care for it, but maybe now that I'm maybe older, I can find that appreciation with it.
Maybe I watch it in a booler situation, which you're not going to.
Probably.
No, that's one of the first movies I'm watching on my vacation. Have it downloaded and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what your thoughts are because you don't remember much about the story.
I remember nothing about the movie.
Really?
I mean, like...
I remember Bill. That's it. And Uma, of course, but...
Yeah, I mean, really, I would say that some of the writing is not his best. It's some of, like, the lower tier, but it's still great. I still love the movie. And...
Which one do you prefer?
First, Volume 1. The tiebreaker is that ending. The very, last 5 seconds of the movie.
I don't remember too much, but I'm pretty sure this is just him just having fun with that concept of, like...
Oh, yeah.
Martial arts, because he's a big fan of martial arts. If you go to his favorite movies, there's a lot of martial art type movies inspired, and that's why he wanted to make it.
I can imagine, maybe with the exception of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, this might be like him having the most fun making a movie, I would say.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
I agree.
And probably the most stylistic movie he's made. Out of all of them. This is
just a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I love this. I love the story. I can't wait. I don't have any complaints about it, really.
Yeah.
So apparently he directed partially some scenes in Sin City.
Yeah, one scene in particular.
We won't. I mean,
but that's also a masterpiece that Jack has
City,
to watch.
Right.
Next, 2007, Death Proof.
Haven't seen it.
I've always liked this movie. I've never hated it. I mean, I think people who hate it usually just compare it to his other movies and just, in comparison it sucks, so I hate it. But it's still a good movie.
Phenomenal movie. I hated this movie when I first watched it. I love it. Almost gave it a 5. Just it was doing something, but it kind of dragged for me in the second part of it. But man, it's so good. Yeah,
that's one of the problems I had with it, and most of the characters besides Stuntman Mike, I don't really care for as much. It's not that whenever Stuntman Mike is on screen, though, 5-star movie.
Oh, undoubtedly. He's a 5-star character now.
A 5-star character in a 4-star movie.
For you, at least.
3.5-star movie.
Yeah. I love this movie. I think it's great. It's a feminist movie, you know what I mean? And it's also a movie about like horror. It's this horror movie.
Yep.
Slashers, car movies.
His homage to the whole Grindhouse era, like all those movies.
It's fantastic. Definitely not my least favorite anymore.
It's still my least favorite out of the bunch, but I mean, I still give it 4 stars. So that's just a testament to how.
Just goes to show how much you love it.
Yeah.
Glorious Bastards.
I still think this is probably his best movie. His best made movie. It's my second favorite.
It's in your top 10?
Top 10 of all time. Love this movie.
Yeah, I just rewatched it, man, and it's...
I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in 5 years. But
some of the best writing, some of the best cinematography in any of his movies.
It's just a movie that's...
I have zero complaints about it.
No, really not at all. Hans Landa, man, one of the best villain intros in a movie ever.
Yep. Just think about that scene in general, it's goosebumps.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the music right now.
Music?
Yeah. I mean, it's not even a war movie. It's like, it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And I can't even, this is the one I can't explain because I've seen this movie. This is the one I've seen the most. It's the one I've seen the most. Yeah, that's right, Libby. It's the one, I don't know what can be said. It's been a favorite of mine ever since I saw it when I was like 12 years old. 11.
First movie I ever owned was Glorious Bastards.
Really?
Yep. It was my parents. My parents hate that movie for some reason. My mom specifically. My mom was like, "The movie's so stupid."
That's my mom's favorite Tarantino movie.
My mom's favorite movie of all time is Liar Liar. Great movie, but favorite movie of all time. So that just goes to show.
What if she's lying about it, that being her favorite movie?
What if Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is her favorite movie of all time?
It could be. Next, I mean, Bastards is, for me, Bastards is the one, what could be said kind of thing.
Exactly.
In the same vein as Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's great. I need to rewatch it. I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember loving it. So.
Yeah.
That one's on Netflix still.
Yeah.
You can easily watch it on Netflix.
Or easily won't.
Probably never watch it ever again.
Probably never watch it. Or maybe another 5 more years. 10 years.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that when Kill Bill Volume 3 comes out.
Instead of Kill Bill Volume 3.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Kill Bill Volume 3 and then Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 3 again, and then 2. In that order.
I like it.
I like
it a lot.
I like it.
2012. Django Unchained. I rewatched this one after 3 years of watching it.
This one's lower on my list, but I still love it. I love this movie. I still love it.
Out of the ones I rewatched, this might be the worst.
Really?
I don't know why, man. I have a lot of problems with it. It's the one I was telling. It's the most self-indulgent, and it's just I don't know. But it's still fantastic. It's 4.5 out of 5, but it's a very low 4.5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's one of his most self-indulgent. I don't know if it's as self-indulgent as Kill Bill, but
wait. Besides, I'm talking about from the rewatches.
Rewatches, yeah. I only have. I mean, there's like I can find minor like nitpicks about it and stuff, and like it's not the one that I think about as often as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't like stick out as much as some of his other ones.
I think the problem, Calvin Candy's such a great villain, and he's a 5-star villain, and kind of like a a little bit of a more disappointing movie for me.
I wouldn't say disappointing.
Well, you know what I mean. Like it's not as like
compared to him. The rest of the movie is just not as good.
Correct.
It's kind of like it stands out.
Yeah, I mean it's still a great movie. It's a spaghetti western.
Yeah.
And then While the Hateful Eight is a different western all of itself.
Yeah.
What do you think of that one? We saw that one together. First, Hateful Eight. We saw it together. Yeah.
When I first watched this movie, I was
convinced
that this could. I was like, this might be better than Pulp Fiction. I might like this more than Pulp Fiction.
Which would make it your favorite movie of all time?
Maybe my favorite movie of all time. I watched it again in theaters. I watched it twice in theaters, and I was still like, this could be it. This could be the one. But then I rewatched Pulp Fiction a little bit later, and I'm like,
what am I talking about?
No.
What's that?
And rewatching it, I watched the extended version. Jack did not. He watched.
I didn't see
the
the
theatrical
extended version
version. Extended version. It's just as good. It's they're both masterpieces. Whichever one you watch. It's presented as a mini series, which is kind of weird because instead of like chapters, it's episodes. So 1 through 4, and it doesn't add too much stuff. It doesn't have like whole scenes or anything like that. It just adds some extra dialogue, some extra character
That
development.
sounds good. The extra dialogue. That sounds nice.
So I definitely appreciate the extra stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change. It doesn't change the rating. It doesn't change much.
Well, you have it at 4.5.
I had it at 4.5, but I think I would have 5'd it even if I watched the regular version.
Yeah, you and I were on that 5.
I don't know why I had it at 4.5 because I was like thinking about it, I can't think of anything wrong with the movie really.
It has some problems with pacing, but I don't think that differs from the movie. You know what I mean?
Like that was more the main reason why I would have had it at 5 the first time I watched it, and I over time thought 4.5. That's probably the main reason why, was because there are parts that was a little too slow. Rewatching it, I didn't really have any of those issues really with it. The dialogue is just so good, and the performances are all so good. So even when nothing's really happening, I still am glued to the screen.
I agree. I don't know. Yeah, it's. Some people say that this is his most self-indulgent movie, but man, it's probably one of his most prophetic movies in terms of content, man.
Yeah, this could be in the running for his best movie, like best made movie.
I would.
It's not my favorite, but it's
couldn't argue with that.
one of the best movies of the decade. I'd say for sure.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Favorite performance in that movie, because that's a smorgasbord of great performances. But
Samuel Jackson's my favorite, just by a hair, probably. Tim Roth's great.
JJL, dude.
Tim Roth is fucking marvelous.
Yeah, I remember seeing this in theaters, and then when Channing Tatum pops on the screen, I remember I whispered something to you, and I completely missed his head getting blown off. I completely missed it. And Rachel's like, "You fucking missed it!" And I'm like, "What did I miss?"
That's one of the best moments of the movie.
Yeah.
Because Samuel Jackson is like, he's
balls are blown off, and he's
probably his second best, like his second favorite performance of mine. I've seen him in Pulp Fiction #1, obviously, but
Shaft
and then
#2.
Django #3.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know.
Not Shaft?
So yeah, he played a good movie.
Now,
Here we go.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Just saw this yesterday.
9th movie.
And me and Roy are watching it again in a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Say it.
Masterpiece. Easy masterpiece. My favorite of the year so far. Favorite of the year so far.
I don't know
Favorite
if
of the last couple of years.
About the years.
Really?
So far for me that I can think of.
Since Hateful Eight, maybe?
Since Hateful Eight, maybe. But I think I don't know. That's hard.
We won't make that statement, but it's
We
definitely
won't.
one of your favorites of the past
We
couple
don't.
years.
Yeah, we don't know. But
Incredible movie.
in the beginning of the movie, before you really know what's going on,
Yeah.
I was kind of worried. I was like, not totally into it because I didn't know what was happening yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like rewatching, I might like it even more because
Now that you know what
since
happened.
I know what happens, I won't be like trying to figure anything out.
Yeah, that's how it kind of was too.
I was like, what's he doing?
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be just jerking off for a couple hours,
That's what I feared.
and I could very
It kind
well
of
still-
did.
I
It kind of is.
It
Because
kind of is.
this is like a nostalgic movie for him kind of
Mhm.
creating that world that he grew up in.
Yeah.
But
some of the best performances in any of his movies.
Brad-
Leo and Brad
Brad Pitt.
Margot Robbie, too. I
Margot
kind of...
Margot Robbie.
I wrote about her
Yeah.
performance specifically in my review and just how tragic it is.
I like how when they were like showing like movies of actors that they were playing, they still had the original.
Yes.
Actors
When
in there?
you were actually watching Sharon Tate.
Yeah, you're actually
instead
watching
of
Sharon Tate.
instead of Margot Robbie playing.
Because they very well could have just been inserted.
They could have done that, but they didn't.
They inserted Leo into the
Great Escape.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
I want to now.
I want to. I want to.
You
so
haven't
bad.
seen it either?
No.
Um,
It's hard to talk about this one without spoiling, but man.
yeah. That third act, maybe the best in any of his movies.
That's his best ending by far because it's the one that means the most, and it's all at first it's great, but then it's so bittersweet, such a bittersweet ending.
It's probably between this and Pulp Fiction, because that whole diner scene at the end of Pulp Fiction, that's how you can't really beat that. But you can. You
I
might
don't
be
know
able
if he
to.
did.
Pretty
You might
close.
be able to.
I'm very confident saying this is his best ending to a movie.
Yeah,
I'm willing.
Yeah.
I'm willing to agree.
I mean, but if it's not his best, it's probably his second best. But by like a hair, it's one of the best endings.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
5
Easy.
for me as well.
Easy.
5.
There are points, like in the beginning of the movie, I was like, I don't know, this could be ended like being a 3.5 if he doesn't do anything with this. But as the movie goes on, I'm just like, no,
You're done.
easy 5, easy
Yeah.
5.
I was enjoying the entire.
I enjoyed every bit of it.
minute.
Every minute.
I've actually heard that the ending got mixed.
Yeah, I heard it was very
Mixed
divisive.
results. I can't see it at all. I can't see it at all, really.
I think the reason why it was so mixed because I think it was because they thought one.
Well,
thing-
yeah. Well, we won't go into it, but
We won't. Yeah.
they, yeah. What could be said, man? Tarantino, we're here.
We're gonna watch again tonight. I'm gonna watch again next week. I'm gonna watch again with you guys.
When I get back.
I'm gonna watch it
4
times. in
times?
theory.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go? We do the podcast and we go see it again.
Yes.
I like that.
I
I
like
like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Old books and then
Old books and Tarantino.
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Old books.
I mean, what more could be said? One of my favorite directors.
Definitely go out and check it out.
Yes.
Definitely go check it out as soon as you possibly can.
Feels
Especially if you're a fan of Tarantino.
yeah, or movies.
Or movies in general. Yeah, especially if you're a fan of movies in general. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think we leave it at that, man. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of a short one.
Yeah.
Tarantino, what a guy. So watch Code Unknown.
Also, I'm sensing myself Razorhead too.
I was gonna hope you were doing that.
Yeah.
I like that. When I get back, you have to be on season 2 of Twin Peaks.
I like that.
Yeah, that's my little challenge for you.
I've watched the first 3 episodes, I think. At
There's
this point.
5 more in that season, I believe.
Yeah, I have.
You could do it.
Yeah, I watched the first 3. I have 4 and 5 downloaded.
You can definitely do it. High faith.
Yeah.
And Kill Bill, easy. easy. That's an easy week for you. All right. Well, watch Code Unknown. You got Stalker. You've got Eraserhead. Fuck the other two. I got Piano Teacher.
Yeah, who cares about them?
Joe's watching Antichrist.
Oh, you're watching
worry.
Antichrist
Fuck
too.
Mitch.
Don't worry.
Hey, fuck you, Mitch. So yeah, I'll be going on vacation. We'll be prepared for potentially no podcast, but I'm pretty certain there will be a podcast. I'm almost positive that
We'll do it.
Should be able to hit time.
I'm almost positive.
It might be a little bit shorter like this one, but
It just might be. It could just be a refresher of the movies and maybe talk about the vacation, something like that. Just kind of a chill one, and then Tarantino Bowl again.
yeah.
I like that. So that being said, boys, that's it. Calling it. 10 episodes down the toilet. Special guest Kyle Lunsrud. When? Kyle, let us know when, baby.
Hey,
Tyler Vino, when?
Wait,
Eric Montano.
does Kyle work on Fridays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna have him maybe come
but-
see the movie.
On August 1st, he's done.
Ooh.
He's
No, wait.
he's
We
quitted.
can,
He's quitted.
we can try to make him
So-
come and see the movie with us.
Yeah, because
Next week?
he won't work Friday because he's done working there.
Yes, he can be on the podcast and we go see the movie. I like that. Kyle, you're
I'll
coming.
ask about it.
You're coming, Kyle, whether you like it or not.
This has been Save for Podcast Crew. Jeremy, Roy, thanks for joining.
So I'll be watching 2 days in a row then. Again.
I like
I'll watch
it.
it Friday with you guys and then Saturday with Jeff.
Oh, before the bags?
No, after bags.
I like that. I like that. And it's all free, baby.
No, it's not.
It'll be free for you.
One of them next week will be free.
It resets every Friday.
So then the only one I'll pay for is the one today then.
Nope.
Oh, good.
I would assume it resets
Nope.
like Monday or something like that.
You used it today from yesterday. Today, that's 1. You're seeing it next Friday with me, so that's 3. And then it resets itself Friday night.
So I'll have to pay for one of them. Then.
Nope.
No?
No. How,
Stop being
I'm
dumb.
watching it 4 times
yes.
in 2 weeks.
correct.
How
It
is there any
resets-
chance
You have, listen, Thursday, today, that's 2. Friday when I get back.
But you can't watch the same movie. You can't get it for free if you're watching the same movie. Remember? That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking
You
about?
told me because the one time
Haven't
we
bought
bought
the
I bought the same movie twice because I was gonna watch it. Or I bought 2 tickets.
You can't buy 2 tickets one day.
You can't buy 2.
the same.
You and Becca
you can
couldn't
buy-
watch.
You can buy the same.
You're not
movie
watching
the
them the
next
same.
day.
You're not watching them.
I thought it was you can't if you watch the same movie twice in the same week. You have to pay.
No, you can watch any movie 3 times a week.
Okay. All right.
So Thursday, Friday,
All right.
Friday next week, and then it resets itself Saturday morning, and then you'll end up seeing it again.
For free.
That works for me. Yeah.
For free.
I thought it was in the week.
Ah.
Yeet.